Okay, guys, welcome back. So we're here with Eric Smith. And brother, I just want to say thank you in advance. But before I let you go, I feel like there's at least, your three things that you can give the audience, right? It's the real men of real estate. What three pieces of advice for anybody here watching the show? What would you leave them with?
Yeah. The three things, and these are going to be fairly basic and maybe even mindset oriented.
Okay.
The first thing I would say is don't be afraid to have conversations and network with people. You and I are both a testament to the power of mentorship, to networks, to masterminds. And it doesn't have to come from outside an organization, it can come from inside an organization. So if you're a broker or an agent, talk to other brokers and agents within your office, or whatever it is that, whatever the real estate business is that you do. Or if you're thinking about getting into real estate, conversely, who do I know in my life that's in real estate? Sit down, have a conversation with them, and start collecting their inputs to make the decision that you want to make. And observe. A lot of what I learned was by observing. I observed the people that I was working with in industrial real estate. I observed the people in my office. The other thing I would tell you is there's a really good quote that I've kind of has been my mantra for the last couple months.
Okay.
From Teddy Roosevelt, who's our youngest president. Very, very unique individual who just accomplished amazing things and was just a character, both good and bad. And one of his quotes was, "Get action," which sounds like a really weird quote and it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But maybe more like take action. But, in 120 years ago, it was get action.
Right.
But get action, take action. Don't be afraid to mess it up. Go out there, go do some things. Like I said, like we were talking offline, is one of my biggest strengths and my biggest weaknesses is just, hey, man, sign me up. And I start taking action. I make mistakes, but I've always been able to avoid the big pitfalls and hasn't wiped me out. But get action. So talk to somebody, join something, do whatever it is. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
And part of that, and that's the third piece, which is just growth. Identify where you are in your life and know the obstacles that are going to come before you. For me and myself as a young man, as we were talking at the very beginning of this, I went to college because that's what I believed I needed to do to please my parents. Not because I had an overwhelming desire to go to college. Nobody does. I joined the military because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I thought that's what my parents had programmed me to do. And I was doing that again to please them. Now, I also happen to love America and, enjoy the military.
Amen. Me too.
And then quickly thereafter, I went into my first real profession where I was responsible for paying bills and making an income, and I was in survival mode. And once I progressed from survival mode, okay, I'm making a little bit of money. Well, now I want to get rich. Well, what is rich really?
Right.
And so each one of these is a stage of growth of like, as a kid, please your parents. Okay. Then you go into your first job and you're in survival mode. Now you're making a little bit of money. Okay. Now I want to make more money.
Sure.
And then once you get past that, okay, well, you've made a little bit of money. Now you have a family, you have a cause. Well, I want to be financially free so I can have time to work on that. And then what's after that is, okay, well, I'm financially free. What is the next thing that I want to do? Do I want to work? And I believe it's work on your leadership, work on your character. But each stage of that, and identify and accept where you are. And if you're in survival mode, you're getting started in real estate, hey, it's fine.
Sure.
Just know that it's a stage and you're going to grow through it.
Sure.
So yeah, know the stage that you're in, know that that you will grow through it.
Yeah, I love it, man. And the part where you mention the get action, I wonder I look back in my own life and I say, okay, well, where was I really proficient? It wasn't at being mentored, because I was probably the most stubborn person on planet Earth. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to boss up. I'm going to get it from the mud. I was that guy. But I was never, ever afraid of taking action, because I knew nothing else would happen. If I just did the same thing over and over, I'd probably get the same thing.
So you started with just taking action with not a lot of mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you got action and had mentorship alongside that you could have made quicker progress than you did?
100%, because that's what I'm doing now, 10, 20 years later. I mean, it took me a while because, I didn't have the model and I didn't have the wherewithal. Maybe I wasn't as observant as you were. I was so busy in it and working that I didn't even have a realm of understanding that there was ways to do this that were different from the ways that I could see it. And that's where, you hit the nail on the head. But I think for that part of what we're talking about, it's just powerful, man. And your advice, I'm 100% is going to get some people on a path to success, whatever that looks like in real estate, way faster than we would. So I just want to say thank you for being here, and just sharing your jewels, man. We appreciate that here on the show. So tell me, all right. So for people that are listening, how do they get in touch with you? I'm rolling down. How can I get in touch with ES here? How do we do it?
All the traditional ways. They can send me an email to my office email, esmith@voitco.com.
Spell that for me.
V is in Victor, OIT is in Tango, CO.com.
Okay.
esmith@voitco.com. Can give me a call, 714-935-2310.
One more time,
Again, 714-935-2310.
Beautiful.
EricRandolphSmith.com. That's my brokerage website. If they can just kind of see what I'm up to on that. Instagram, bulletproof_agent.
That's my favorite. Yeah, bulletproof agent. Yeah, he puts up some good stuff and beautiful family. You cannot miss them online. You'll look at the babies and they'll probably take up about 15 minutes of your time right there. So cool, man. Well, I appreciate you again so much for being here on the show, Eric. You've been amazing. And with that being said, I just want to kind of close things down and saying, hey, we're grateful for having Eric here on the show. And also for you guys tuning in here, I don't take it for granted that I'm in a space where I can share the knowledge that I've been able to amass over the years, and being with you guys and being able to just take a few moments out of your time. I know this is your life, and the fact that you took the time out of it to enjoy what we have to say really means a lot. If you need to get in touch with me, you know how to get in touch with me. Damon Hart, Foxy Home Buyer, foxyhomebuyer.com. Damon Hart, Mr. Foxy on, look me up on Instagram, YouTube. All that information will be here in the videos as well. And for us here on the website, also you have to get in touch with us. You know where to find us every day on Sundays, every first of the month. That's KCAA Radio, 10:50 a.m. Not the time, but the station, 106.5 FM, and we're on Roku TV. Also, Fire Stick, Amazon Fire TV, Apple Android TV, a few more, and I also got Building Solid Foundations as well. So with that being said, I know you had a great time here. I know I did with Eric, and I want to just let you know, from him to me, and also the Real Men of Real Estate, you know what you got to do till the next episode. That's right. Keep it foxy. Bye for now, guys.